Hi, my name is David and I'm one of the knowledge experts at Micro Center. Let me ask you this. Have you ever gone to a garage sale or driven past a dumpster and seen this perfectly good, operable, commercial grade laser printer or inkjet printer just sitting there for the taking or a price that's too good to refuse? Since most of these guys have these Centronics ports that require the old-fashioned parallel connections, and the new computers manufactured in the last 5 to 8 years don't have parallel ports on them anymore. Now there are USB to parallel adapters for just this kind of situation. They are going to typically cost a little more money than how we're going to do it here. Ours is just more an example of a stupid network trick and a more if it's an old geeky way of doing it. Corporate workhorse printer, it probably has one of these, and that's your standard RJ45 Ethernet port. Now there are two requirements of the printer in order for this little trick to work. Number one is it needs to have an Ethernet port in the back of it or somewhere on it that you can connect your network cable from your computer. And the second thing is that the network settings need to be manually configurable. This printer happens to have a front control panel, which we will configure the Ethernet address. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm going to go into the menu system and to the submenu where it says network configuration. I want to configure the TCP IP and make sure I can do it manually. Press OK. In this case, your printer's exact steps may vary, and I'm going to assign my printer the IP address 192.168.1.3. Once I've done that, I can press OK, and we're set to go as far as the printer is concerned. After you configured your printer, the next thing you want to do is navigate through your control panel to the list of network adapters that you have. I happen to have a shortcut on my desktop, so I'm going to go straight there. Now I have an Ethernet port here that I've designated to connect my printer. So I want to go to Properties by right-clicking and scroll down. The connection uses the following items box. And go to TCP/IP version 4. I double-click on it, and the default is to obtain IP address automatically, obtain DNS automatically. We change this to manual settings. So use the following IP address. You're going to type 192.168.1.2. And your subnet will be 255.255.255.0. Do not type anything in the default gateway. If you do that, you may have problems getting internet access with your wireless or your other Ethernet connection. So once these settings are in place, click OK. And OK again. Now make sure your Ethernet connection is connected on both the computer end and the printer. You're going to go back to your control panel, under Devices and Printers if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8, and click Add Printer. And it's going to search for available printers, and already it's seeing my HP LaserJet, so I can stop the search and click Next. And we already have a driver installed with Windows 8 and with Windows 7 and Windows Vista if the printer's old enough. So we'll use that. Click Next. Give our printer a name. I'll call it Ethernet, just to distinguish it from the other printers I have installed. Click Next. And I can choose to share the printer here or not share the printer. I'll leave it at the default. And click Next. Printer test page. I hear my printer going off now. I'm assuming that's going to be a good page. I'm going to click Finish. And that's how you connect an old printer with an Ethernet port directly to your computer with an Ethernet port. So that's how to do it, and maybe you can file this under stupid computer tricks, but it's still kind of a neat thing to do, I think. Bye for now.